You look nice, Sanusi. Thanks, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you. We try. Some days we wake up with that, that spirit of trying to look nice. So, how are you today? Hope you're feeling good. Or if not, you will be feeling good. Someone is trying to call me. Let's decline the call. Put the volume off. Okay, I'll just quickly do this because someone is going to be calling me all the time. I hope this doesn't go off. I'm just going to send a message to say I'm live. How do I do that? And greetings, Nosy. Greetings. I hope you're well. I hope you're well today as well. As for me, I am feeling so good. I guess, yeah, I'm feeling good today. Yes, I hope you're feeling well. Yes. So we're here and we hopefully, okay, we are not hopeful. We are here to Khanisa someone. Yeah, there's one person who is like always think they're organized and they find they're not. And hi, Joseph. I am doing very well, thank you. And how about you? You're also doing well. That is great. That is great to hear. Cela and you, Cela and Utlofiwa. That is the concept that I'm learning about at the moment. Cela Utlofiwa. This is like ask you, you will be given, or you shall be given kind of thing. And I am learning about it. Tobela, hi Joyce. Tobela, hope you're well as well. So it's a concept, it is a concept that is always been there. But what interested me with this concept was the fact that it was taught to me, or it came to me in these two languages, in Zulu and in Sotho, like Cela, Utlofiwa, right? I was so interested because of that, the fusion of the two languages, right? Cela, Utlofiwa. Okay, Joyce is well. That is great. How does it go? How does it work for all of us? How does it work for us human beings? Cela utlofiwa. This concept of cela utlofiwa. Anyway, because I'm interested in the language itself, so let's go to the languages bit, the fusion of the two languages, because I love that our languages survive, right? I love that our languages continues, right? Because sometimes in spirituality, like from my experiences, some metaphors, they come in English and you have to come here and talk about messages that are coming, especially directly from the source in the language, like in English, when you really want your indigenous languages, right? But this was more of indigenous languages kind of thing, the fusion of the two, Zulu and Sotho. Cela utlofiwa. How beautiful is that? Imagine that beauty. Cela utlofiwa. Huh? Yes, that's what we are here for. Who's Joyce? We are here for that. I have a question about a butterfly. Ask. Please put more details in it so that we know what we are replying to, or what we are helping each other get to that, the solution. Anyway, yes, cela utlofiwa. So, and it took me to the hermetics and to the quantum physics, right? But this was more of like like the Eastunya messages. Eastunya messages, these messages of Eastunya, like a directly from the source kind of message where Cela fiwa comes in, that concept comes in. And we will go into details about it. Let's just get into the mood first. It follows me and my income at home, and my mother, a butterfly. What do you think it is all about? What do you think it is all about? Sounds interesting, isn't it? What do you think it is all about? Yes, Cela fiwa. How good is that? So, guys, when it comes to what you want and what you are asking out there for and what you get, right? There are a lot of things that happens in between before you get what it is that you want. But the important message is that you ask. You don't just you ask. You ask. You ask and utlofiwa. You'll be given. Anyway, let's get into the mood first. Then we'll go. All right. Spiritual go. Okay, spiritual. I wouldn't know, Joyce, with your case. I already know what it will mean to you. I'm not getting anything from my side. I'm not getting anything. If you believe it is what it is, then it is what it is. Right? If you believe that it is what it is, then it is what it is. If you believe that there is a message with that, then you get your message with that. But all these things, you have to go spiritual, isn't it? You have to ask, when you're partying, you ask what it is that you're experiencing, so that information can be given in detail to you. If you don't hear yet, you get messages in dream state, then you ask, you'll get messages in the dream state about what you're experiencing in real life. Yes, ask. How beautiful is that? If you want it, if you want it, if you want it, you need to ask for it, and it will be given to you. Cela utlofiwa. And a lot of this telling, people think that you just like sitting down every day and saying, ngicela, I want it, ngicela. Well, obviously you'll be asking, isn't it? Hey, I told you, if I don't get it, I'll stop. I'll stop doing this. No, guys. We're talking about the reality of this concept. When you ask, you intentionally ask for something to your well. When you need your cup refilling from your well, ask away, because it is all about that here. But remember, I'm not the well. I can only give from what I know and experience. Ask away, Joseph. That's what we are here for, to talk about spiritual matters, not personal stuff. And Cela, fiwa, ask you be given is not asking me, the person. Not that. Sometimes in literal form, yes, if you want something from someone, you do ask. And if it is meant to be given to you, it will be given to you. But we are talking like as in spiritual metaphor, and asking, asking your spiritual crew, asking your guys, asking the souls, asking, because from what this message is saying is that if you ask, you will be given. If you ask, you'll be given. But the question is, how do you ask? We will get more into it. Will I get success about my career? Now, that is the question that is supposed to be directed to the source, your source. You understand? Not me, because you're asking the wrong person. We will direct you to the right people, not me. If you ask, you will not be given from me. If that question you're asking me, you will not be given. That is when we say, that's when you start hearing people saying, oh, I've been asking for things and I'm asking and I don't see anything happening in my life. But you're asking the wrong people. You're asking the wrong people. Remember, like telling you don't tell the wrong people for things that you want, things that matters to your heart. You don't ask the wrong people. You directly ask the source. You don't, unless if you really don't want it. But you directly go to the source if you really want your things. For those who are still speaking to the ancestors first, you directly go to your ancestors and you'll get it. That is ask. But the message was from the source. It was not directly from the ancestors. So you ask and it will be given. Uyacela, utlofiwa. Anyway, we'll go more. We are still getting into the mood. Why do you struggle so much with Amakosi spirits? Hold on. Spirits from parents, relatives, and friends. Jake is saying, why do you struggle so much with Amakosi spirits? Hate from parents and relatives. Explain more, Jackie. I don't understand it. Today I'm Makosing as well. I've got Makosi beats. Probably they will directly come. Ask more. Explain more, because I don't get to this. Anna, hi, Omono. Great to see you. What do you mean? So we understand you. Cela, utlofiwa. It is today session is about Cela, utlofiwa, but we are talking spirituality, right? We are talking and trying to help each other grow spiritually, right? But Cela, utlofiwa. Oh, can you imagine? It's like this asking bit. You are not like begging, right? You're not begging. Begging for it. No, you're not begging. It is yours. You ask for it, right? And you will be given. You ask for it and you'll be given. I mean, seriously, we're talking about, remember that we're going to be going on it like with the quantum spirituality. We're going to go with it with the Hermetics philosophies, and then we're going to be going with it with the indigenous languages, because it is in indigenous languages, isn't it? So it is our languages. This information is within our languages. The way we speak, all information is in there, is deep in it, in the language that we speak. So we don't have to go too far to try to explain what it is that we are hearing from our spirits and guides, right? So you ask and it will be given to you. Uyacela, fiwa. The beauty of the two coming together into one to deliver. Right? The beauty of the two languages dancing together to bring out the beautiful message. Ask, you'll be given. Cela, fiwa. Beautiful. Anyway, let's talk. Let's greet you guys then. Makosi Little. Mulelekeng, why would one dream of a giant snake that what? Breathe out fire at you, the dream by a giant, I mean bigger than a house. I think what I'm asking for is confirmation of sorts. Tobela Mulelekeng, explain your dream properly. Sound interesting, sound beautiful. It sounds really beautiful, your dream. Explain it more. Jackie, I have Amakosi spirits, and for me to align all the gifts, I have it. Okay. For me to align all the gifts, I have it. It has been hard. I had no support at all, but hate from parents, relatives, and friends, even co-workers. I don't know how aligning Amakosi spirit can create all that negative force around you. I don't know how that. What do you mean? In what way? Because remember that the spirits, aligning the spirits, you align it is an individual thing, isn't it? So are you saying that you know that the spirit is there, but then there is confusion around you, and it is affecting the spirit that is trying to align with you? Are you saying that, Jiki? Are you saying that? Because sometimes, let me not do this sometimes. Let's get to this properly. People around you, everyone around you is making it difficult for you. Therefore, it's making you unsettled, making it difficult for you to align with your spirit because of the outside forces, the external forces, making it difficult for you to relax and be spiritually there, to align with your spirit. Is that what you're talking about? Are we talking about it in that term? Because remember that you can align your spirit, but then the problem is if you are not emotionally feeling okay, you're not mentally feeling okay, yes, it will be difficult to align the spirit because of what is happening to you outside. Is that what is happening? And sometimes the spirits as well, there are a lot of things that needs to be corrected before alignment can be made. Remember that certain issues have to be dealt with sometimes. Let me give you an example of, let's say maybe there are things that needs to be fixed. I'm just giving an example, thinking about what it is like, it can be like. Sometimes there are things that needs to be fixed. People have to unite, families have to unite. You as a healer have to create that positive force around you, like making everyone connect nicely with each other, so that the spirit can see that you are doing what they will want. And therefore, after doing that, then the spirit, you activate your spirit, right? You know, because sometimes it is all about that. It depends on who is coming with the spirit. Your ancestors coming with the spirit of the Makosi. So sometimes you might need to bring everything together. Even you at work, you might need to start making sure that your needs are met. You're expressing yourself as you're supposed to express yourself, so that you can show that spirit that you can deal with important matters that are outside, right? So even when you're dealing with the spirit, you'll be able to deal with it because you corrected things externally, So when the spirit comes in, it is a spirit that understands that you are able to stand up for yourself and do what is right for you, your family, and your colleagues at work. It depends, because I don't have more context. I'm just giving you from just a little bit. All right. Okay. It was a lot of jealousy and witchcraft in the family that I was forced to relocate so that I could do it in isolation. Yes, now you are in isolation. That is beautiful. So if you're in isolation, then deal with things that are immediate so that you can nicely align your spirit in a way that you can activate it. So you can cause it. Okay. All right. Where were we? The isolation people. All right. That I was talking to JB. Mulele King is talking about Tobela. I dreamt a big black snake. It was bigger than my house. It had red eyes, and when I stood before it, I was as small as an ant. It spit fire at me, but I was not consumed by the fire. Okay. Okay, and then what were you thinking in that dream? I am not getting anything from this. I know that there is an important message with this, but I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything. I'm blocked with this. It sounds like it's an interesting dream, but I'm okay. I am blocked. I am blocked. Muleleke, I am blocked. I'm blocked. Maybe I'm not meant to be going into the dream state. I'm blocked. But what do you think it is all about? What were you thinking in those dream states? For me, I'm blocked. But what were you thinking when you were in the dream state, when these things were happening? And please, I know a lot of people there might actually read this and they might want to say something about this. Can you please note in this regard, so that we hear from this? Because my sessions now, they are more like people have to come to the conclusion themselves with what is happening in their dream state. It is the time where we go and try to interpret our dreams ourselves, and then we get helped along the way as we are trying to interpret our dreams. Please, I know that a lot of people might see this and start, especially because we've got a lot of healers here, right? We've got healers here. They might see this and say, oh, this means this. Please, let's just try and guide each other so that we will be able to interpret our own dreams. So what was happening with you, as in, what were you thinking in that dream state when these things were happening? What do you think was happening in, what was coming to your mind when this thing that was happening around you? What were you thinking about? I'm asking Mulele King, isn't it? Mulele King, about the dream. For me, I'm blocked because I'm gone past the dream state interpretation bit. I'm blocked in that regard. So let's hear from you so that we can direct you to the dream yourself. Okay. Before the snake appeared, I was shown a what? A field, and in it, a relative pointed at a grizzly bear, then a leopard, then a rhino. Before I knew if they surrounded me, I was in my grandmother's house. And then what were you thinking about when we were seeing all these things? What were you thinking about? Because when we are looking at things in the dream state, there are things that we relate them to, like in real life. As we are in the dream state, there are things that are running in our mind about what we are observing. What does that remind us of? Meaning that we are guided in the dream state to interpret our dreams with our thinking as we are seeing and observing things happening around us. What was happening to you? What were you thinking about? Cela, o tlo fiwa. While we're waiting for Mulelekeng, Cela o tlo fiwa. Cela o tlo fiwa was, you know, when I was seeing this, I was thinking about, you know, does that mean that as a human being, right? As a human being, Tavela, greeting, Knox, great to see you. I was thinking, as a human being, I mean, you know, sometimes the way we ask, for things that we want, you know, we are trying, but you're not actually like making any first steps. We are silent. You're just asking and sitting down there, and that is it. Like it's just gonna appear. You're not making any movement. You're just there. And okay, I mean, we're talking reality, right? Because this was more. The explanation was that even though when you're asking, you can't just be asking and you're like, I'm paddling, right? Or I'm praying. And that is it. You just finish and then go to bed and lie down. And tomorrow as well, you wake up, you spend the whole day, I'm praying, I'm meditating, I'm paddling. And then you go and lie down. I mean, at night you fall asleep. And then it goes on for the whole year, doing the same thing. And like that. And then you realize 1 year has gone past. Nothing that you've been asking for hasn't happened. And you're like confusing whoever that you're asking, right? You're asking because remember that it depends spiritually where you are, right? So if you are, what I'm saying spiritually where you are, remember some people spiritually they get to go in an individual path, like gosh, this is bad. Gosh, look at me. They go on individual, you know, when I'm saying individual, like they direct they're asking whoever that they're asking one particular person, or they're asking different people, or they're asking the whole, right? Meaning that you either are asking your ancestors, because obviously you're dealing with ancestors at the moment. Obviously, you'll direct, you're asking them, right? You will direct it to your ancestors. But then when you're dealing to different people, ancestor spirits, then you direct to the whole entire. Now, if you're aligned into oneness, now everyone is connected. It's like there is no like a where you can say I'm asking this particular person, or I'm asking this particular person. You're asking all, so you direct it to all, right? As in you directly go into the source, all, right? They're all blended in now. It's directed to one, but they're all in together, directing it to one, right? That is you asking for something. Now, you can't be just asking and not doing anything about it, and making making sure that you yourself you start something. You know, like saying I'm asking for £5 or £5 or whatever currency you're using. I'm asking for that. And the next thing you're sitting down at home, you know there's no one who might even walk through and come into the house that you're in. You're just sitting down at home. You don't make the first move of walking outside, just walking on the road in case the £5 that you're asking for, or £5 that you're asking for, you were asking. Now you made an effort, and while you're walking on the road, you see £5, right? Because you were asking, and as you made the move, You see it, you get it because you ask and you found. Right? Cela utofiwa. You don't cela and just and think that obviously the force. Remember that the force is the force, right? It is all there. If you are saying it out loud, you're out loud or internally, you're saying it. That means you're creating that, isn't it? I'm asking for this. I want this. Ngicela this, right? You want it. You're saying it out loud. I want this. You're creating that bit, whatever that it is that you want. It is heard, right? Now it will come. But it doesn't just come just like that. Remember that you create. It has to be created. What is it that you want? Right? What is it that you want? You say it, I want this, right? You start thinking about what it is that you want and you sing it, right? And then you say it. What I'm saying it, I mean like, you know, like the way that you. Anyway, let's read from that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that because the message is the encouragement about the trailing business, the trailing and the fiwa business. So the point is that when you ask, you'll be given, right? So we'll be talking about it. It is the message for today. We'll be talking about it and talking about different ways of sometimes yes, I'm making like it's not a big deal, right? It is a big deal. It's a big deal, this asking bit and being given, right? Because we do get given. I'll talk to you more about it. I'm still getting into it. Anyway, so we were talking to Mulelekeng, right, about the dream. And Mulelekeng is talking about this snake spitting fire at him. Okay. Okay. When I got out of the house, that is when, okay, I've read that again. Am I rereading this? I remember, okay. When I got out of the house, that's when a giant snake appeared and it spit fire at me. I remember I was blank and I did not understand why I saw those animals. Okay. I was calm and wondered why I didn't bear. Okay. Okay. That is Muleleke. I had this dream a couple of years ago. Since then, I dream about black snakes more. I tried asking medicine, but got nothing. Okay. All right. So we'll get to you, Mleleke, because I'm getting something, but we'll get to you. I don't want to go back to that because that is the path I'm supposed to go to surpass now. Trying to take you somewhere to give you the messages that your people haven't given you. All right, we'll get back to you, Mleleke. I'll see if I'm guided to explain more your dream. Because I'm just getting the message what it is, but then I'm being held back. Okay, Tobela Gogo, I'm talking to Uncle now. Tobela Gogo, how does one know when his water tuner is now active? His water is tuner is now active. What is water's tuner, Uncle? What is your water's tuner? Remember that you are, as a person, as a human being, you are Istunya. You are a messenger yourself. You are Istunya. So what do you mean water Istunya? Are you saying that your Istunya is more aligned when you're near the water, or you need to be near the water to feel more energized? Is that what you mean? Because Istunya is just us, human beings. We are messengers, right? We are messengers. So we are able to align directly with the source. So sometimes our alignment takes us to having to be sent towards a particular spot so that you can energize. So you find that you're more energized and you receive your messages more properly. Like all the time they become too vivid. They come like so many of them because you've been sent to a particular place where you are more energized. you are aligned nicely with that. The energies of that particular area is making your isithunywa, your connection much clearer. It heightens you up properly. So is that what you meant, or is there something else that I don't understand with your message? I'm talking to Uncle about when the water isithunywa is now active. When the water isithunywa is now active. Now, when your isithunywa is more active, your isithunywa, like let's say you talk to the source in more, like they come in dream state and they give you the messages as well. The messages, they come directly from the source. So what happens with a lot of us with isithunywa is that if they're coming in there's a dream message. So you get a dream in the play scenario in the dream state, like they give you a message about what it is that it is happening there. And then afterwards, I'll give you an example with this, the Cela fiwa. This is a metaphor. Cela, no, is a concept. Cela fiwa is like is bigger than a metaphor. Cela fiwa, because it's big. It can be taken into too many steps, too many different things, right? This is from isithunywa, directly from the source. Now, in the dream state, what will happen is that you will get a dream where certain things are happening. Let me just give you a little bit with this dream. Certain things are happening. And towards the end of the dream, what happens is, let me give you from this one. The door opens, someone knocks at the door opens, and you're out there. Obviously, I'm not giving you too much context. I'm just giving you how it was given to me, so that when I wake up, then the message comes in with Cela fiwa, right? So you open that door, people are coming in, they're giving you something, they're handing you something in your hand, as in like goodies, isn't it? Goodies. When I'm saying goodies, it's not, someone is not handing you a pen you think is goodies. I am talking about like serious stuff. Me building that big thing and me buying that big thing. I'm talking about things that will really make someone like prosper. Serious stuff, serious things, right? I'm talking about some goodies, right? Goodies, things that you can use, convert into something big, to make something big, right? You open the door, people are looking for you. Where is Sanusi? Sanusi is there, is not even prepared nicely, still trying to think, oh, I'm not dressed up properly to be seen by people that I don't know, right? Then Sanusi comes and someone's saying, here, and Sanusi opened their hand and don't even see what is coming in your hand. Someone is giving you something there. You can feel that, this is, if it is coins, it is diamond coins. Or if it, when I'm saying diamond coins, I mean like things that are like seriously, some things that, obviously is a lot of things. Like now I'm talking about my language is money. Serious words. I'm not talking about like minerals in there that will get me somewhere far. And then the dream ends. I'm talking about this isithunywa dream. How do you know when it's activated, right? I'm just giving you now the message. Now, after you wake up, you are there reflecting. Oh my gosh, what the hell was that? What was I given to me? Who was giving me this? What was in my hand? I didn't even see what it was. But I know that the message was in the dream state. I was thinking about it, that, this is a lot of things. I'm gonna be rich. Hell. Okay, remember this, I'm using my language now, right? So this is not what I was thinking it. Hey! Remember, rich is not about rich as in material, right? I'm talking about rich as in I'm going to share the knowledge. Anyway, so you're there waking up and reflecting on the dream, the end of the dream, right? You were given something in your hand. I'm talking about isithunywa gift and their isithunywa and the way it communicates, right? And then you wake up, you're reflecting, and then you're given the message. like it comes in talking format. Cela, fiwa. So you're asking yourself, what did I ask for? What did I do this and stuff like that? This is, you know that it is working. Now, how do you know Istunya is activated? You will be getting the messages. You will be getting information. You'll be getting that. You will know your Istunya. It will tell you, even in the dream state, that it is Istunya. And if you don't use the language of Istunya, they will tell you what it is. If you are a source person, they will be telling you directly from the source. Even in the dream, they will tell you, if they are not yet talking to you, that the source are giving you this message. God is giving you this message, right? Depending on how your language is. Because remember, it is to do with the language and what you relate and how they will make you understand faster, right? So you know it is actually, if you're hearing from, if you're getting messages all the time, that means you're activated. It's there, it is working. Now, if you are supposed to be working with people as Istunya, as someone who's supposed to be helping people in one way or format, right? One form or another. So you will be, when your people are directed to you, you'll get the message from Istunya, right? You'll get information. Help this person like this, help this person like that. Then you know you're activated, right? But some activation, they happen, you know that literally you feel that during that activation, like my Istunya, I felt it when I was being activated, that there was something, they were working on the energy, activating me as a person, my physical body to my spiritual body, so that I can access my Istunya. I can be an Istunya properly. I can access the knowledge directly. So it depends that you know, some people they get it like that, some people they don't get it like that. Some people they just start opening up and start hearing, and the messages are directly coming to them nicely. That is true. It works in different ways for different people. Some people it opens, they just start hearing. Some people they start, it is not like as in hearing. Some people is more of in the dream, they are directed in the dream, they are directed. But when people are coming to you, obviously you're supposed to hear something, right? If you're working with people, you're supposed to hear, so you'll be able to work with people. You're supposed to hear. Or if you don't hear, you're supposed to get the message of what the person who is coming to you, what they're coming to you, and what they're going to be needing from you, so that when they come to you, you are able to help them according to what you have foreseen. Right? That is, your Istunya is activated. If you are unable to access on the spot, that means anyone coming to you, you will see them, you will see their needs, you will see what you're supposed to do helping them with, you will see what needs to be done, and then when they arrive, then you help them, and then after that, that is it. You're working, which is beautiful. Now, Istunya activation, how it works. A lot of it, I've explained it in there's a video on my live about Istunya. So go on it and watch it. It was explaining how Istunya is heightened or activated there. But when it comes to the water and stuff like that, those are like where you get your energies, where you get your refill, where you get nourished, where your spirit get nourished, where you feel that when you get there, it's like it cleanses you, right? It cleanses you so that you can access the knowledge nicely. So sometimes you'll be directed there all the time. Well, not every day, but like what I'm saying is that when you feel that there is a lack of, then you're directed there so that you can top up, you can energize yourself. Anyway, so that was just his tune, and we want to go to the fiwa business. But remember that when I'm saying doing it like that is because now I don't want to trailer for nothing else. I don't want to trailer for anything else. Yes, I trailer for knowledge, but Someone is at the door. Of course, I call for knowledge, but serious stuff. But the reason why I'm doing it like this is because, remember, in case you are feeling like you've been trailing and things are not coming in, things will come in. Because this trailing business is like sometimes you do ask, right? You do ask. But it is not a direct, where you know, like when you're trailing, remember that is the way you trail, right? Is the way you ask, is the way you ask, the way you trail. So I'll explain it. Let's hear what you say. I'm gonna be talking about the direct way, when things are coming in directly, and when things are coming in because there is a force that you create first before fiwa. Lefa. The word lefa comes from fiwa. You know, ask, and you'll be you asking, and there will be something coming in, right? We'll get back into that. We'll talk about it properly, nicely. Where was I? The spitting fire snake. Okay. Mulele, please send me a WhatsApp text. So send me WhatsApp text, please. Send me a WhatsApp text message. Okay, because I don't want to do it like this here. Send me a WhatsApp text, because otherwise I'll be creating a generations of people who are too dependent. Send me a WhatsApp text message. I've got my number there on my website. Send me a WhatsApp text. You are not paying me for anything. Send me a WhatsApp text. Okay. Okay. Little thanks. And you see, I was about to say, I love how you go about it more of directing the dreams, not just giving answers. You are a great teacher. Oh, thanks, Little. Not only teaching her, I'm also picking up some tricks. Yes. Beauty. Ngiyabingelela ekhaya. Hayi nathi siyakubingelela le. Hi. Tobela Gogo, please, I had a dream that I do not understand. I went to this place and was given a yellow big snake to take it home with me. I hold it a bit, but I was scared. I took it away. Okay, where did you go? Explain more. This is getting more serious. It's interesting now. It's getting more serious now. Please remember, when you're sending me a WhatsApp message, remember, privately I really charge people for a service. Privately I charge. I don't do what I'm doing here online. When I'm here, I'm giving free advice session. When you directly come to me, that means you're gonna be paying for my time. So my number is online, but with Mulele Gang here is because his thing or her thing, they're affecting my spirit now. Just send me a message and I'll just tell you what it is. But that is it. So please don't feel any other way. When I'm here on live session, because this is the problem that I had previously. When I'm here and I'm saying advice session, that means I have time. I can talk and I can talk as much as I want. But when you come privately to me, that means it's gonna be too much energy. You see, like how I get affected by just a small dream, well, important dream like that. I get affected and I want to go more into it. My spirit is shutting me because I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to have surpassed the dream state interpretation. So I'm supposed to be now going with people to, like, let's work on how you look at your dreams so that you will be able to interpret your own dreams without relying on me, right? That is what, this is the journey now from here on going forward. So when you're coming with dreams here, you will hear me asking you to go more and explain more and tell me how you think about it. This is the line I'm going to be going into. Tell me how you think about it and what are you getting from it and stuff like that, so that we work on trying to build independent healers, right? Independent healers. But we are working on how can we look at them? What is it that I'm missing when I'm interpreting this dream on my own? What is it that I'm missing, right? I'm talking to you, the healers, the healers out there. What is it that I'm missing when I'm interpreting this dream? So when we are looking at your dream, we'll be looking at what it is that you're missing when you're interpreting it on your own. That is what I'm here for, the missing bit. And when you're explaining your dream and I keep on asking you a question, you will get it. You will get it because it will take you to what it is that you're missing, right? That is just that. Okay. Hi, Stembile, hi. We sing you. Okay. Nox, please explain more so that we get we walk with you around that, the dream means. We walk with you around the dream means, so we understand where it is coming from and what it is that you're struggling with the message of your ancestors, right? What it is that you're struggling with the message of your ancestors. Now, the Cela, you shall be asked, you should be, if I go to English, I'm missing the point, the juicy bit, because I like the fact that the two languages fusing together, the two languages together. So if I go to English bit, I'm losing that niceness, because it made me feel so nice. It made me khanya. I woke up khanye. Cela utlo fiwa. Now we are being told. It's like a like a child sitting down there and sulking. Things are not like the way I want them to be. And then you hear a parent, "Hi man, why don't you just ask me? Because I'll give it to you." How beautiful is that? Hey, it's so beautiful, isn't it? Hey, this sauce. Hey, the sauce is different. Hey, the sauce keeps on giving. Okay, just was saying it. Tobela reads. Tobela, great to see you. Yes. So, I mean, how beautiful is that? Guys, it's beautiful. Now, I was saying to you that I'll talk to you about the direction, the way, because this styling business, people think styling is about begging. Please, I just want that one. I just want to be able to buy that one, or you should be able to afford that one. Remember that I'm just using monetary terms, because styling is deeper than that. You don't ask just for these things that I'm talking about. I'm just being light. It's like begging, please. I just want to be able to get this job. I just want to be able to get this house. I just want to be able to get this husband, or I want to get this girlfriend. I want to get this wife. I want to get this, this car. I just want to get this. Like you're begging. And you're there like if we were to use the quantum spirituality bit of things, like you're there, your intention is to get something, but they say to get that thing, you have to make the sound, right? And that sound should be able to align, you should align that with the energy that you want to attract, right? Like they say, you make the sound, right? Because obviously to get it, you have to make the sound. They say make the sound. You start saying, they say the sound is like you have to do, like that is sound like you're attracting it, isn't it? Oh, you're making your first. Remember that you know what you want. Now they say make the sound so that you can get it. Then you're there. Ooh, like you are unsure. Ooh, ooh, and you want something to vibrate so that it can give back. Ooh, meaning the alignment of the energies, the energy of giving, right? The asking and the receiving. You are there like trying to make that effort in between. You're saying, ooh, 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 ooh. That is the sound you're making. That sound is not attracting anything. Hey, they say you should go the Sanusi way when you're making the sound. Hey, you're vibrating it, isn't it? It's making the sound, so it's vibrating. The whole thing is vibrating. Even where you're trying to get, right? It's opening up because obviously you are shaking it with the sound you're making. You're shaking it. You're shaking it so that it can be shaken up and give, right? That is what it means. I was just using my own literal format of asking. You can't just be like you're unsure about it when you're asking for something that you want. You're unsure about it. And actually, the language here, there is no language of this is, I'm going indigenous. We don't beg. When you're asking, because that one is very clear. You know, you start being like unsure about what you're asking about. You start being unsure, like, am I gonna get it, or is it gonna come? Or if you want it, it is there for you. If you want it, now you approach it. You want it, you want to get it. If you start begging, that means you are not even sure that it is yours. You are still unsure that it's going to come, right? That is, remember, this is the message for today. You ask for it and you get it. I mean, this was like I think even the source realized that I understand it better when it says that it's not like you're begging. There's no begging business there. We don't beg. We don't beg. We go get, right? We go and get it. We already said what our intentions were. My intention is that I want that thing. I want that thing because I want it to actually, you don't even have to make you don't have to make like excuses like what it is that you want it for. Like that thing is not supposed to be there. What it is that you know, I want this because if I'll get this, I'll be able to do this and stuff like that. You know, trying to make reasons around it. You already know what it is that you want, and you already know what it is that you want it for. Then you go for it. Remember, the way I'm saying it is because even me, I've noticed that I was doing like that begging business where I'm thinking, if you're ready, you can give it to me, right? If you're ready, you can give it to me. It doesn't work like that. There's no if you're ready, you can give it to me. You start singing for it, and it comes because you're singing and pulling it in. You're singing and pulling it in. It's like actually it reminds me of when my third eye was opening. The third eye was opening. When I was opening my third eye, because it took a long time for my ancestors to open my third eye, because I was a hardcore. It was difficult to open that third eye, right? It was so difficult. They brought in the Laboyas in the dream state to come and help me open that bit, and I was even with that I couldn't even open. So they caught me when I was just relaxed, and they made me sing for that light to cover me. so that I could go in and I can open that third eye. I can open it and start seeing things that I'm supposed to see. Like I started singing, singing. As I was singing and beautiful singing. Obviously, you know that my voice is not that great, right? But I was singing, and I really spiritually was singing beautifully. And I was singing and singing. The third eye was opening. That light was covering me, covering me, covering me, and covering me, and boom, I'm inside it. And boom, I'm open up. I'm in the ancestral realm, and I'm seeing things I'm supposed to see. Everything is opening up nicely. Visions, things are coming in. Not visions, as in I'm inside, right? Spiritually inside, in those realms. That is the third eye opening. Now, the reason why I'm telling you about this is that the way that we direct, it will show with how much we believe in what we want, right? And how much we believe it is there. It is yours, right? How much you believe it is yours. So now you're pulling it in, right? You're directing it in towards you, right? You're asking, because obviously you make it known out there. You make it known. Now, when you I'm just thinking, and then you pull it, and then I mean, how beautiful is that? The language. Whoever that you are calling, and then I mean, that is the message. And I'm talking about as in the direct road where you know is there. So now you made it known. So you ask that it comes to you. You attract it to you. You bring it to you, right? You bring it to you because already you've seen it. You've seen it. I think when we go to the realities now, where we're talking about the different realities, the realities that we are in, like when we go deep into this physical reality, right? The other realities that we see, some of our dreams, we see ourselves in those realities, in those dreams, and other realities that we see ourselves in those dreams as well, living different realities and living different realities. I think someone will be happy with this. I think I'll need to get Nkulu to come with this. He loves this topic. The other realities and stuff. When you see yourself, remember that we are living these realities and you think, oh, I want this. And then you see the realities that you live as well, that you've got those. And you see another realities that you see that reality, this reality, that reality, there is something, there is similarity there. The similarity is that that reality, you've got what you want. That reality, you've got something that is better than the other reality. The other reality you're living in, I'm talking about multiple realities now, right? It's good. I'm not talking about the ancestors now. I'm not talking about ancestors realms. We'll get to that we'll get to that. We are not talking realities, right? When we are talking about now, we're asking, and it is shown to you. This one is shown to you. It's shown to you as you're getting it in another reality. Right? You're getting it. What you asked for, you're getting it. So now it's about pulling it into the reality that you're in. Hey, I think that I don't like talking about realities yet because it's like I feel like I'm bring me back to the physical reality, guys. All right. So we're talking about Cela or fiwa, right? Cela or fiwa. All right. Let's hear what you guys are saying. Now we were talking about Cela or fiwa. When you want something, and you know it is there, it's supposed to be there, it is yours. Then you make it possible for you. You bring it to you, to your current life time, for this lifetime that you're in. You bring it to you, because we've got a well full of water. Our cup needs refilling, and we know that we can access, we can get toppings from that well. We can get what we want, right? So we ask that when we go to top up our cups, we top our cups with the water that is suitable, that is going to be maintaining you for what it is that you want to be maintained for, right? So that is when we're going the source road, when you're asking, right? Okay, let's go back to I was talking to Reeds now. Not it's not Knox, it's now, isn't it? Is it Knox? Knox is saying, I'm not sure where was this place, but I was with a younger child. When was there a woman with when was there a woman with a green snake gave me my own yellow snake. I asked my child to hold it and went to get a bucket to put it in. There was also a small snake around everywhere. And I was scared and I want to take what I had given and go. At the moment, I'm a self-initiate. Okay, Knox, why were you scared? What was scaring you in that dream? What was scaring you? What was scaring you? Okay, Omon is saying things. Okay, I'm laughing because this message is definitely for me. That's tricky. When something takes a long time, I end up begging. Hey, Jake, I used to beg as well myself. I've been given a free rein as well. This one, I've been given a free rein. I've been given a free rein. You know, it's like when you think you've been doing something very, very wrong, and then you realize that, wow, all this time I've been sometimes. As for me, sometimes I was feeling like when I want something and I'm asking for it, what I'll do actually, this is my experience. What I'll do is sometimes, even when I want to ask questions about things, right? I will even just leave that, if let's say I've got 3 questions that I need answers from. So I'll just leave 2 and think, hey, I don't want to bother these people. Let me just ask just 1 question for them to answer that one. I start feeling sorry for them. I start feeling feeling for them. Let's just go for 1 at a time, not ask all of them. And the free rein I've been given now is you ask. If you want it, what is it that you start pretending as if you don't want something, like you want to take it, and you're pretending as if you don't want to take it, that thing that when you see some people, you're being given something, like you want someone to keep on saying, take it, I take it, but you want it. You just want someone to say take it twice, so before you can take it. No, in this instance, it says that you have to start making yourself believe in what it is that you want. You understand? You believe that is what you want. I mean, this is not like where you forcing yourself, like I force myself, I believe I want this. No. It is about the change in the way that we think about things, right? That thing of feeling like you're bothering someone, it should go, because that one is subconscious as well. It's deep within. Taking it out as well is another thing. It's like a cleansing, spiritual cleansing. The psyche cleansing that, so that you don't have the fears, am I asking for too much? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? No. It is your well. It is your well. The only thing that you don't want to do is overfill your cup, because you don't want to overfill it because you spill it, and we don't want to. Now, when we're going Mandawi way, we don't want to just be what they call it. You've got too many things and you don't even know what to do with it, and you start dropping water all over the place, and things start growing there and stuff like that. You've got a lot of weeds around and stuff like that, right? Where you're not supposed to have it, like things like that. We don't want that. We want to get what it is that we want. When you're filling the cup, you fill it to what you know that you'll be able to hold it. You're coming from the well with your cup full, obviously not spilling when you're holding it. It doesn't spill, metaphorically speaking. You're not spilling it until you sit down there and you start drinking it. And as well, when you're drinking, it doesn't spill on your body. You drink because it is the right amount that you needed. And you know that when you're taking it from the hand to the mouth, you're not going to be spilling it around. You understand what I mean? Metaphorically speaking, as in spilling, meaning that we don't want spillages, right? We don't want things that now you've got wet clothes and stuff like that. You have to, if it is, you know what I mean? We don't want that. So we want to get what it is that we want, and we know that it is there for us. And then we go, ngicela imali yami. Imali yami le ngicelayo is £5, and it will, this £5, well, but obviously you won't be given if you have no sense of what you want to do with it, right? I don't think you'll be given. This is just me just thinking about it now. It just makes me think about it. Imagine you ngicela £5, tomorrow ngicela £10, the following day ngicela £13. You don't even know what you've done with the £5 and the £10 the day before. Even the source will think, this one is a mess. You understand? You already had your, what they call in business terms, you already had your business ideas in place, right? Now you go. It's like you already have that. You go now, like this and that. I want this money because it will help me build this and build that. It will start me from the foundation. And from the foundation, I'll have the wall coming up. From there, I'll have the roof. And from there, I'll have this. I'll come back. If there is the need for more. Then I'll come back for the furniture. You know what it is that you want. You ask. You've got the idea. Now, give it to me. Obviously, do not use me when you're talking to your source to say, Sanusi said, you have to give it to me. And then you start doing this to your source. Sanusi saying, you give it to me, £5. Now, you know, some things that they are deep, you know inside, like it's something that you know that you need, that you know that you need to get, right? It's not something you can force. You know that you need. Like when I'm saying it's not something that you can force, because even with this directing, when you want that movement to happen, when you're directing, you can't force that vibration to vibe, you can't force it like so that things are aligning the way that you want. You have to do it the way that it has to be done naturally. Naturally, it has to align nicely so that it comes to you. If you're singing, it has to be genuine song, the way you sound, the way you as you vibrate. It has to be genuine. You can't force it. It has to be genuine. But the most important thing is that it is there. We create. We intentionally ask for something that it is there for us, then we believe it's going to come to us, and it will come to us. It might not come to us like the way that we think it's supposed to come to us directly, like you just ask today and it comes like it comes as a straight line thing. Sometimes it comes in like in different ways. Like you say you ask for something like right now, and then all of a sudden, maybe a week or 2 weeks or maybe a year, it comes in from a different direction, but it is what you've asked for. It comes in because you're ready now to receive it. You have been ululating for it. You've been preparing for it, right? Now it comes in. It comes in. It's not a direct thing. It comes in a way that you were least expecting it, which is the most beautiful thing. So the point is Cela fiwa motho wa batho. Okay, we're talking to Knox. Was scared of snakes. They were everywhere. Small, wet ones. Even in reality, I'm scared of snakes. Wanted to say they were everywhere around. I was so scared of all of them. Okay, let's go to Knox. They were also okay. Okay. I had a baby. Okay, so let's talk about this baby that you had. It was a younger child. This younger child, who is this child? How old, when you say younger child, how old is she or he? The child that you're with, Knox. And when was there a woman with a green snake gave me my own yellow snake? I asked my child to hold it and went to get a bucket to put in. Your child is able to hold snake and is not scared of snake. And you are scared because of snakes around you. Green. How old is this child? Your child is able to handle the snake, but you are scared of snakes around you. And who is this Gogo? 9 years old, your son. So your son in real life is like those people who are not scared of things. Obviously, they're using him. 9-year-old son. So they're showing your son as well what he is like in real life. Okay. So why do you think they give you a green snake? And who is this Gogo in that dream? Is he familiar or unfamiliar to you? Is the Gogo familiar or unfamiliar to you? We've got beautiful dreams today. The spitting fire snakes and the green snakes. Knox, who's this Gogo? Is a Gogo that is familiar to you or unfamiliar to you? Who is she? They gave you a yellow snake. I don't know Gogo. Okay. They gave you a yellow snake, and then you what happens after that dream? How were you like after the dream? What came after that dream? What came after that dream? And you, how were you feeling afterwards? Hello, Sesiwanzima. So what happens after that dream? What happened after that dream? Don't tell him, Healer Jackie, what it is all about. We just want Knox to understand, to go. My phone wasn't connecting. Okay. Was feeling good where I woke up, but was asking question in my head, and I slept again. I had another. Okay, you're asking question in your head, and what came to you when you were asking questions? What came to you in thought format before you went to bed to have another dream? What came to you before you were given more information in the dream afterwards? We'll get to your next dream. But what came to you? What came to your thought? What were you thinking about as you were asking? Obviously, asking is reflecting, right? You were reflecting on what you were seeing in the dream state. So what came afterwards? I know a lot of the gogos and the mkulus out there, they're like, because they can't wait, because like this dream, the jackies out there, this dream, they're going into the Sanusi moods. This dream, it's like this, it's like that, it's like that. We are there, we are all there, we are all feeling like it. The healers out there, we are feeling like that, especially when we see the dream and we get it. We get that excitement. But let's try to get Knox to go into the dream so that it can reveal itself. So she see that her people were just explaining things to her. They were giving her information there. She didn't have to come out to get it. The information was given to her. Right? That's what we want here. I know a lot of the gogos out there are going crazy. They want to reply. Okay. Let's get to you. I was smiling and I was okay. Max is saying I was smiling. Okay, all right. I was feeling good where I woke up, but was asking questions in my head, and I slept again, and I had another. I was smiling, and I was wondering where is the snake if I took it. Okay. All right. Okay. And then what was the next dream? What was the dream? The next dream. The next dream, because it is repeating now to add to your first dream. So what was the next dream? What came to your next dream? Right? After you went back to sleep. What came afterwards? All right. So Zima, I don't need help. Okay. Something is happening to me lately out of blue. I'm listening to Sangoma songs and I was watching these videos even at midnight. Well, that's interesting. Okay, look, Jake is saying I want, don't want. It happens to all of us, Jake. It happens to all of us. when we see something and we're getting it, we are like, we can't wait, we can't wait. You see, what my people do, they block me because they know I'm like a blabber. I just can't wait to just explain things. So when someone is sharing a dream and they know that I'm gonna go into the interpretation mode, they block me, which is good because otherwise I'll become a mess. They block me so that I can do what I'm supposed to be doing. So we get to that, right? We get to that. Because otherwise you create a nation of dependent people, dependent healers, right? So the intentions of our ancestors is that we listen to their messages. We go directly back to them. We ask them what they mean. They reply, they answer us, right? We don't get impatient because they already have answered it. They've answered us, and they know that we've heard, we understand it, but we have doubts, right? We have doubts. The doubts is what brings us to asking out for help from outside. So now we need to go back and believe in ourselves, because that's what we need. We just need, sometimes we just need someone to make us believe in ourselves. So that when our ancestors are talking to us, we realize that all along we knew. You understand? All along we knew. Now we're going to be practicing with that knowing now, believing in ourselves and our own interpretation. And then it becomes nicely, you open nicely with your ancestors. Now you're like, Sanusi, let's see what Sanusi is all about today. And then you're here watching and listening to me. Sanusi is talking about Cela out la fiwa. Now I've been telling and fiwi. I don't need this, right? Because you've been telling and fiwi. And I'm putting it in English, it doesn't sound right. You've been asking, we are Cela and wafiwa. And you've been getting it. Now you're like, how? People didn't know about these things. I've known about this. I've been asking in my Ndumba for a long time, and I've been asking and I've been getting. Some of us, we've been begging. And now we are being told that we need to start being serious about how we approach the spiritual bit of things. And then we are being told we now use the law now. Think about nature. Look outside. Think about everything that you do, right? Everything that you do. Even as ancestors, now I'm being guided to the ancestors. Even as when you trying to get us, you do the thing. You make the sound. I'm here. Hear me. You make that first step. You're getting us. We are here. You understand? You're making noise to us, and then we trance you. You understand? So you see, even asking is something like that. Now we were just telling you about how it is like when you are making us aware that you're here, asking us to come to you so we can listen to you, right? Now, why are you not doing the same thing with asking? You don't need to do this. You don't need to clap. But make that motion, like first step. And then you don't just clap and say ancestors might come or not come. No, you want the ancestors to come. You're going to play that drum. You're going to make the noises that they need, and then they're going to awaken. If they are sleeping, they're going to awake. Ancestors love sleeping too much in the ancestral grave. They're going to have to wake up and come out and start making you dance or start singing songs. You understand? Because you making noise for them. Well, that's all sad. I took it out, but I was just doing literal form. Okay, not saying I slept again, and I dreamt that I had some visitors who come while I was sleeping, and then when did you come? When did you come? They said you were sleeping, and the what? Then when we came, a man was laying down next to me. Okay, and then what happened? We're gonna get the news. We're gonna hear a lot of things here. Max is starting to brag now. You see, Jackie. You see what is happening? It was more about the snake, the green snake, and the yellow snake. And we were meant to be going into the green snake. What the green snake was all about. Why was I given the green snake and the yellow snake by this gogo with the green snake? And now we are hearing the bragging business now. You see, we would have been concentrating on the snakes where the braggers comes in later on. So what happened to these people who came to you? Knox, let's hear them. I'm not even familiar with Sangoma things. I don't know why this is happening. Zima, what is happening? What is it? What are you not, why are you not familiar? What do you mean by that? In spirituality, we've got, which is beautiful, right? We've got the healers, who are like, I don't know what this is all about. I don't know what this is all about. And they come like they're worried. Things are looking bad. This is bad. This dream is bad. They're braggers. They start explaining the dream, and you're listening, and you can hear that this healer is a bragger healer. They want to share the good news, but they start with something like, they start making you worry first, like, what is this? This thing scared the hell out of me. I was not sure, and I was just trying to understand, and this and that. And then you're like, okay, you're scared as well now, as a healer to a healer, scary business. You've been pulled by the scare, the one who's scared, and as well you're like, hey, the dream, explain it. Like, I'm in this dark room, and I'm like, things are happening, is darkness are happening, and I'm about to get in there, and I'm hearing some songs that they're like, and they wait as well when they're explaining these dreams. They wait, like, because they wait because it is like they're giving you that you need to be scared with what I'm saying. Be scared. And then you get scared, like even you are like in the room. Now they're explaining dream, like you feel like you're in the room because obviously you're now scared because of how they're explaining it. And then the next thing they say, and they start, oh, these beautiful things are happening like that and stuff like that. Then you're like, so you were trying to put me into emotions at the same time. Why didn't you just bring it like this, and end with that? So that already, like, I'm coming in, I'm listening to you, I'm already scared, I'm very excited. Now I just want to know the beginning of the dream. Yeah, we've got braggers. Anyway, next, we're going to hear some beautiful news from you there. I asked him, why didn't you tell me you were coming so I can clean the house? He said, don't worry about it, I'm here now. I was happy to see the visitor was my husband, and I was happy. Okay, all right. You're happy to see. So why were you scared of the snakes? If there are many, why were you scared of them? And where are they coming from? Now, if we want to know if we are talking to ancestors or spirits, so what were they coming from? Did you ask them? Are we talking to ancestors or spirits here? I'm addicted to the oranges. So when you see me eating them, I'm just like an addict. So anyway, and I've been getting some nice oranges. They're like they're South African oranges. They're so nice and sweet. Please explain more. The visitor was my husband, and I was happy. Okay, I only asked them why didn't they say they are coming. Well, they're there. Tell me what you want us to do with this beautiful information of you not being prepared. And now that they're there, what do you think is going to happen? Because they are there. Even though you didn't know they were coming, they're there. So, what do you want us to do? Remember that I'm trying to get you excited here. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm trying to get you excited. This is excitement time. Like Jackie was saying, it's excitement time. Okay. I asked them why didn't they say they were coming? Yes, but they're there. Well, by the look of it, it looks like the gogo was getting you ready as well. But you wanted your child to handle the snake, and your child is 9 years old. Meaning that is that spiritually we're talking about metaphors here. 9 years old, so ready to talk, and you can handle that. If they can handle that, the snake that you were given, so why can't you get excited and start asking questions to the people who came to visit you? Snakes, snakes, you just need to be able to handle them with care, isn't it? There are different types of snakes, and as well we are guided on how to handle them. Like they will show you, even like the way the gogo was given you the snake, and the way you gave it to your son, how it was handled, and what you were needing there to put the snake in. That is about the handling. Remember, you cannot confine it in that bucket. It needs to come out, right? It will need to be free roaming. So it is just about knowing that it is there, right? It is there. You know, remember, I was just being metaphorical. So now you need to ask those people who came to you, who they are, as in who are they, what do they want from you. You already said something, right? Your husband came and stuff like that, but you need to ask so that you understand who you're dealing with, what are they coming with, and what do they want you to do with them, and what do they want from you, and what can you do to help them, as well what you think you want to do with them. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, about your preparedness, a lot of us, when things are happening, sometimes we are not prepared. But it shows that even in the dream that you already expressing that bit, that you were not prepared, you were not ready, right? But now that it is there, preparedness or not, it is there. Now we deal with what is there. It's no longer like I don't know how I can deal with it, right? Because you say I don't know how I can deal with it because you don't know, but it is there. It is about how do I deal with what is already there, right? There's no other way that you can go about it. It is already there. You deal with it because we are here. We are here. We are here. Talk to us. Beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful, Knox. Your people, you're talking to them nicely in the dream state, right? Your question, what you were saying about, I was not expecting you. That is what it is, your state of mind with what is happening with you, with your spirits, with your ancestors, right? It is just that they came in when you were not ready or not prepared, right? Meaning that you feel that you were not prepared, but you were. You were. You deal with your guest. Sometimes these guests, they come to us, you hear a door, like me hearing a doorbell there, and I think it's the post, and the next thing is an ancestor who has been in hiding for centuries and centuries. I opened the door there. There's nothing I can do. Already I was not prepared. There was no extra room for the ancestors to sleep in. Now all I'm gonna do is with what I have, to help ancestor get accustomed to this house full of other ancestors. We deal with what we can deal with. In the meantime, you can be sleeping on the floor, right? Until we get extra money so we can buy bed for you and we put you in with other ancestors in the guest room, right? But since we want to understand you better, we can't just take you to the other room where there's already ancestor there, because that ancestor might be speaking the language that you guys don't understand each other. So you might be doing certain things, like when you're trying to dress up nicely with pajamas, the other ancestor might be thinking you're trying to beat them up, and you might start seeing fights. Now let's get you accustomed. The language first, the language barrier, we're breaking it first. This one is my ancestors from this tribe. This one is the ancestor from this tribe. Now in this tribe we cook like this. This tribe we cook like this. Now when we go into bed, we do certain things like this. I'm talking about you talking to your ancestors. I'm just using physical living things, how we do things in real times, with ancestors, new and old ancestors in your house, right? Because you've got new ancestors coming in, new spirits, because we have spirits as well there. So you just have to get them used to the setting, get used to the setting. And if ancestors don't like sleeping on the floor, they have to come with means now, ancestors. So you don't like sleeping on the floor, you've got too many rules. If you don't like sleeping on the floor, you don't like eating what I'm eating, what do you expect? Bring the money so I can buy the things that you want me to use for you. Buy the bed, ancestral cloth. Buy the impepos to burn for you. Buy these things because you want the house to start smelling nicely with some scent of some sort. You want me to start using snuffs. Our ancestors, I don't smoke. Now you want me to start smoking tobacco. Now, let's talk about this properly. What do you think? You want me to become an addict? Remember, I'm just giving you certain things that my ancestors, when they talk to me, they talk like this. You want me to become an addict? You know that when I go into it, I'm not going to come out of it. So find another alternative that I can, we can connect nicely with each other. Or ancestors will say, us use this one. Then you start seeing in the dream, they're bringing things to you, bringing this. They're showing you, do this when you're communicating with us, do this when you're doing this with us, do that. Go and get this water. Take us to the river. Go and cleanse like this. Use this ancestral cloth like this. Buy these beads because, hey, we need to be handled like this with care. We need copper. You start seeing coppers appearing in your dream state, or silver appearing in your dream state, because ancestors are there now. They realize that, hey, you can't manage each other. You need other minerals to magnetize them. So you start seeing those things appearing because they're there already, because they came, they didn't prepare you, you were not prepared. Now that they're there, they start showing you things, because obviously sometimes they're trying to talk to you and you're like, what did you say? You're like hearing a drum, but you can't hear it properly in the dream. You're sitting down, there's a drum, pa, pa. You can't hear it properly in the beats. Pa, pa. You're like, hey, what is this? You're trying to listen. It's just like, pa, pa. And the ancestors are realizing that you're not hearing properly. Get copper. They show you copper. Put a copper on your arm. Put one on your leg. And then you start hearing the songs now, they're appearing louder because now you can hear. You're magnetizing them. That is your ancestors. Cela, utlofiwa. You use the Cela utlofiwa concept with them. You tell me to buy ancestral cloth. Now mpe chelet ya ancestral cloth. That is Cela utlofiwa. Right? But now that is just you talking to your ancestors. Now we're talking about you wanting what you want. You asking for what you want. Is different from ancestors asking you for what they want. You asking the ancestors to provide for what they want you to get for them. It's different. Now we're going as you, the person. Anyway, Sanusi I am. You know, I was being shown because obviously this Sanusi bit. I want as well to feel it. Guys, make me feel myself as a Sanusi. So I was being shown. I was in Ghana. I've never been to Ghana. I was in Ghana, in the dream state. I was in a metaphorical country, Ghana, and I was trying to I was talking to a Ghanaian, and they were asking me, what's your name? And I was trying to make them say what my name is. And I was telling them, and this Ghanaian woman, she was pronouncing it wrong. And I kept on saying, say it, it's like I was using my surname. It's like, ho, and then like a bit, like I was saying it in halves. Ho, that. And she kept on making mistakes. I'm like, oh, this and that. And I'm like, going back to, in the dream, I'm going back to, gosh, hey, we are really messed up with this colonization. We are really probably, and we are messed up. And because obviously that woman was more of like when you got those people who got to that beat where African names, African languages, it's like it is difficult for them to say it because they've been too colonized in a way that for them when they're saying like we don't know how to say it properly, it's like something nice that you're supposed to be proud of. And I was looking at the person, I was like, hey, this is sad. Sadness. This is very, very sad that we get to this stage where we like it's like if I was saying something in French, they would have been saying bonsoir, trying to pronounce it nicely, like the best way that they can, becoming as French as they can be. But now that I'm saying the indigenous languages, like they're trying, and this is African to an African, and they're trying to like, I can't pronounce it. Anyway, we were talking to Knox. How do you deal with the ones that come and introduce? Sorry, let me come back. How do you deal with the ones that come and introduce to me that it is time for kings of African West, and they say South African will be left in summer, and I don't even know those kings of African West? That is how they introduce themselves to me. My question is why I have to leave others behind. This is more of differentiating themselves from the others. This is differentiating themselves from the others. So it depends from your side who's coming in as in representing by what they're saying. They are differentiating themselves from, I was talking about the two languages here, what I've used. Cela, fiwa, the fusion of two languages, right? Cela, fiwa. Now, in spiritual terms, and when we're using etymology, And we're going back to the roots. You understand the Zulus, they would say Cela, the Basutus would say fiwa. Now, why are they these two combining to bring out the message, right? It is to unify the two languages together, to show the connections of our cultures and how we are interconnected, right? Using the language. Now, your people are using countries, meaning that kingdom from the west, the kingdom from the south. So what are the differences in these two kingdoms? What are the differences in between the two kingdoms? That is for Knox. What are the differences between the two kingdoms? Because the kingdoms, if it was me, I know a lot about South African kingdoms. I don't know much about the West African kings and queens, right? And how they do things. Remember, culturally, we might be, even though we are one, not we speak different languages, right? But we are interconnected. But some things I will know, some things I wouldn't know. But it is time that I no longer deal with what I know. I now deal with something that from the next door neighbor, from the West. The Southern, I'm used to. I understand even the complexity of it in South Africa. Now, when we go into the West Kingdom, it's different. It's different as in the complexity of the languages there, the way they speak, the way they do things, the way they do their things, the way they do their rituals, right? Even though they might be similar, but they might be words that are used which are different from the words that I'm used to as a South African. Knox, as in it is time now that we leave the South African kingdom. We are going further up, going to the West. So you might find that when we get to the kings from the West, from the knowledge there, it might be different from what you're used to, totally different. So your ones have worked, and you've learned from them. You understand the lingo. Now you're going to deal with a different lingo spiritually. You're going to be dealing with different thing altogether. So don't be impatient when you don't understand certain things. Is that things will be revealed to you as per your understanding as you go on in your spiritual path, because it's not something that you're used to. It's much more complex than what you're used to, as in a South African dealing with the South African kings and queens who are now going. Now you're going to be dealing with something that is more of, we'll use the English term, more foreign to what you understand. Okay. Anyway, that was just that. I was really confused when they came speaking English. I didn't even know them. Yes. You'll know them. You understand your people. And Marcos. 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 It's beautiful, isn't it? This spirituality is the most beautiful thing that we can understand as human beings. But anyway, please don't forget to ask for what you deserve, what it is already yours. Ask for it, and it shall be. It shall be yours. Ask for it, it shall be yours. And asking for it, let's not become like those people who like you start saying, they will provide, God will provide, the source will provide. That is when we start going into the silly road. Silly road, we don't want it, where we just will provide. How? I'll just keep on. The source don't partner, right? The source don't, for me, I don't partner for the source. I don't partner for anything. I just talk, right? And then you start saying, the source will provide. I'm just asking, they will provide. They'll provide. You know, like you hear the way that we talk to each other sometimes, when you have problems and you hear someone and say, God will provide. God will provide. God will provide. No. We don't go that route. We do the right things. We don't wait for no. God will provide. God will provide. Which God? We approach our hours and we ask for what we need without no fear. We don't go there with fear. Fear it might not happen. It shall happen. It should happen. If there is the word called Cela and fiwa, that means I must ask and I'll get. We don't go around desperation mode either. We don't go around begging. We go get. Anyway, so that was just that. So how long have we been here today? 38 minutes. Oh, that's nice. We've been here for some time. We've done much as we can. And we've shared the beautiful messages of Cela, fiwa, and that is what we needed to do. And yes, I think that was just what was needed for today. Anyway, I think we've done, isn't it? Haven't we? We have done. And who was it that was said, text me then? I hope they text just for that. And remember that you can always find me on my website, ngakatlogolo.com. I'm still there. I use it. Number is there. A number is on my YouTube channel as well, if you want to approach me directly. Okay, so we've done what we were meant to be doing, and Ceci didn't come back to us. Ceci didn't come back to us about the Sangoma stuff. Ceci left it. Sometimes they say this is the thing I'm talking about, when you're asking and you're not asking properly. Remember, we are trying to go back to ourselves and relying on our ancestors, our spirits, our guides, and the source. That's what we are intending to do here. And this is very important that we do as people. We rely on our ancestors. We don't doubt them. Our spirits, our guides, we don't doubt them. And they give us beautiful messages like they do, like what you've seen there, but we were going at it like we don't know what was happening with Knox. And information is just there. The information is just given to us. But sometimes we just need, to get from others to make us see what we are already seeing, which is beautiful. So I hope that I harnessed you. Gosh, just like this green pen. I harnessed you, and you are honeying, and you continue honeying. And yes, and please continue ucele and fiwa. Continue doing that. Ask and you'll be given. Ask with intention. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you think is already there for you. You know that is there. It's there for you. So you ask for it. You go ask for it. You keep on reminding that it be given to you. Right? That is all. That is what we do as well when you go to healers. Right? You ask, you want this, you want that, to do this, to do that, and you're given. But now we're talking about the source message is that you ask the source, so that the things that you're asking for will be given back to you, because it is already there for you. You just have to remember and trust that it is there for you, and you go get it. Go get it, my brother, my sister. Go get it. It's yours. Tovela.